It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and the reason for today's video is there's confusion in the UK lager market at the moment regarding Spanish beer. Maybe not just Spanish beer, but European beer in general. Where is it brewed? And this is the confusion. I would say 20% of the drinking population are slightly confused at the minute as to where their lager is coming from. So I'm going to try and break it down, certainly Spanish lager anyway, and then we're going to drink a brand new Marks and Spencer's Spanish brewed lager. So what am I talking about here? Right. Over the last, I'd say 5 or 6 years, companies have realised that we like to have that feel-good factor. Maybe when we're at home, maybe it's been a bit wet and dull, and now the sun's come out, and you want to think about that Spanish holiday you had the previous summer. So naturally, in helping to think that, you might go and buy yourself a bottle of San Miguel. This is brewed by Heineken. No Carlsberg Marston's Brewing Company, my mistake. But it's brewed in the UK. It's not brewed in Spain. Lots and lots of people out there think that this is Spanish brewed beer. It's not. It's brewed in Burton-on-Trent, Carlsberg Marston's. Then it got a bit worse. Then it got proper shady, I think. A company then decided, and this is Molson Coors, to almost invent a Spanish lager out of thin air. Oh man. Boom, just like that, the cat has disappeared. Molson Coors Brewing Company brought out, almost out of thin air, a couple of years ago, Madri lager. You go to Madrid in Spain, nobody's really heard of this. It's a UK brewed lager for the UK market. 4.6% ABV. There's even murmurings along the way that it's just an old Carling recipe, when Carling used to be slightly stronger at 4.6% ABV, not the current 4% that it is now. So this brings me to Marks and Spencer's Spanish lager. Brand new, 660 milliliter bottle, 4.5% ABV. Brewed by El Prat Del Llobregat Brewery. And I don't think that's been put there by accident. I think Marks and Spencer's have spotted what is going on in the market. Black bottle cap. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Marks and Spencer's have spotted an opportunity here, because there's a certain amount of people that are angry. They're angry because they've been buying this, what they perceived, what they thought was continental lager, and it's not really continental at all. It's brewed in the UK. 1 to 2 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation on the beer. Clear amber in colour. This beer is available in, you can buy 4 cans of this for £7. They're 330 milliliter cans. Or as I've done, buy a 660 milliliter bottle for £2.50. The ABV is 4.5% ABV. This is authentic Spanish lager. It says so on the front of the bottle. Aroma. It smells really good. Light, crisp and refreshing. Smells a little bit like a German Helles. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. It's lovely. That is, yeah, really lovely. So crisp, so refreshing. Good grains coming through, nice biscuit, kind of light wafer biscuit malt flavours coming through. A nice hoppy bitterness on the back end. But the point of this beer is the fact that it's so clean and crisp, refreshing, and yet 4.5% ABV. I mean, 660 milliliter bottle. I'd buy 3 or 4 of these for the weekend. You buy 4 of these, that's £10. It's good value for money. Really good value for money. £10 for 4 bottles. They're bigger than pint bottles. Great value for money. And on my personal, it beats these 2 beers with a stick. This beer from El Prat Del Llobregat Brewery beats these 2 beers down with a big stick. It really does. These 2 British brewed fake Spanish lagers. But just for clarity, and I talked about the confusion earlier on, there are authentic Spanish beers that you can buy in the UK that are brewed in the UK. But it's so confusing. It shouldn't be. We're reading small print on the back of bottles. Mahu, brewed in Spain, 4.8% ABV. Estrella Galicia, Cerveza Lager, 4.7% ABV. Brewed, imported to the UK by Green King, so brewed in Spain. Estrella Damm, Barcelona, brewed in Spain. Victoria Malaga, brewed in Spain, imported to the UK there by Damm, brewed in Spain. So you can buy Spanish brewed beer in the supermarkets, good Spanish brewed beer in the supermarket, but it's cloudy. There's even people now, I've seen adverts on the television where they're and on Instagram where they're actually taking the mick out of all of these so-called European brewed beers that are actually brewed in the UK. That though is a beer that I can get on board with. I quite like Marks and Spencer's. They do decent crisps. It's an alternative, isn't it? Yes, it might be a little bit more expensive. And when I say a little bit more expensive, in fact, I think that's good value for money. You're buying beer here from a brewery. I've never heard of this brewery. I'm not going to pretend I know this brewery. I've never heard of it. I'm drinking beer from this brewery for the first time. And I'm paying £2.50 on the shelf, landed price. It's not bad. Water, barley malt, maize, hops and yeast. That's a really good solid lager for the money. I went to a pub yesterday. I bought a pint of bitter for 3.7% ABV. I paid £7 for it. £7. I don't have that sort of money to spend on beer. I really don't. But this, £2.50 a bottle. Perfect. So my rating for this Marks and Spencer's authentic Spanish lager, I like that enough. I like that enough to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Really good beer for a really good price. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.